welcome to this week's video for the Doric Seller of Light. We've decided to do something a little bit different, something a little bit more funky, and give you a little bit more insight to Ma. I call her Ma. Her name's Gladys, obviously, but you know her as the Doric Seller of Light. So we decided to do a little question and answer session, see how it goes, see where it takes us, and hopefully within time we'll be able to incorporate your questions out there. If you have a question for Gladys or the Doric Seller, you can leave comments below on the video, and every week we'll answer those questions for you, and maybe at one point we'll be able to take in guests as well, so you could talk to Gladys yourself. So, Gladys, how are you?
Hello.
This is different, isn't it?
Oh, tell us about it now. This is great. This is going to be great fun. I know. You know, Wes is so excited about it.
Okay.
He's I think he's more excited than I am.
Oh, is he?
But Kevin's got to go on then more than you and me. You see.
Oh, aye. Well, that's true. That's true, because Ken, we're no psychics. We should know.
I love it. Oh. Yeah, but all my guides are here. The whole 5 of them.
They're all there, are they? Okay.
So they've got a thumbs up for this. So, and but the Busters here. They're here.
They're there as well. That's good.
Oh, aye, the team's here.
So how are you coping with the whole lockdown situation, the whole coronavirus situation? How, to help our followers out there, how would you suggest in ways of coping with what's going on in the world today? Well,
everybody's in a different situation. Everybody says we are in the same boat, but technically we're not. Yeah? It's like we're in the same sea.
Yeah.
In the same world, but we've got our own little things to cope with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm very fortunate. I've got a beautiful house, which we've been in since 1965. I've got that big garden out there that is my heaven. So I've been coping with being going back to Mother Nature and helping her as well, because she needs the help. Because it's her, it's stopped us in our tracks to do this.
Mm-hmm.
If Mother Nature and Mother Earth has had, over the years, and I'm going back long before you and me were born, the world has just kicked ass on it. Ken, we've kicked ass on the world. So she's gonna have to do something.
Why, can I ask, what do you mean by kick ass? In terms of, is it the way we've been treating the planet?
Yeah.
Is the way that people are today? Because in my opinion, I think people have lost track of what us as humans represent. Does that make sense?
That's so true. Because you can see the way we act to each other. Mm-hmm. Now, before the lockdown, before 2020, you wouldn't see somebody smiling at one another. You wouldn't hear your neighbours going out helping each other. You probably wouldn't even ken anybody in the bloody street. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, look at them. They're helping each other in their streets, in their blocks of flats. The turnaround is amazing. But the key to this is, when we come out of this, they've got to keep it up.
Yeah, in my opinion,
the love of the planet has been lost.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and I don't think things will ever go back to the way it was.
Now, I want to go back to last year. A lot of people don't realise when a year comes in for me, I divide it in 2. It's like, I love my Fitbit, so here we go. It's a game in 2 halves, right? So we've got the first half, which is the first 6 months. So up into June, I think it was all right. But the minute July came in last year, I started thinking, you're coming nearer to the new year. So my guys kind of start preparing me for the new year in the beginning of the second half of the year. So I started getting off excited. Mentioned 2020 to me last year. Oh my God. I was like, get me off the roof kind of thing. I was so excited.
Yeah.
And I said it to you many times, Kerry, last year.
Yeah, you did.
Begs a week to hit. But, oh my God. And you can't how excited I was. And when all this happened, I even said to us, I fair go, this ain't wrong, did I know? And he looked me, deemed me what I wanted to say about it and all the rest of it. And he says, no, you didn't. You didn't care what you were excited about. You just knew something big was going to happen. And the amount of people I told that something was going, like, at the centre of spiritual light in the last Thursday month, the amount of times I said it in the second half of last year to people, and I'm sure everybody thought I was going bonkers because I was so excited. So now why? I suppose because this really stopped me in my tracks. You know, when we realised this virus had hot, this stopped me in the tracks. So and it made me stop and think, and I've been talking a lot to my guides and that, and when I was in that, they all said to me, but I got the feelings right. I knew something big was going to hit 2020. I reckon, and this is my feeling, we'll be out of it before 2021 comes in.
Okay, that's good.
That's my feeling at this moment in time. You know? So yeah, it's been a strange one. And maybe we use like can be the girls and hiya Pepperoo! Hiya Pep!
Oh, the dog.
Oh, here comes Buster now!
Ah, here, they're joining together. By the way, guys, that was my dog, Pip.
And everybody kens Buster. Come on then, come on. You went to say hello to Pepperoo. Say your cousin, will you tell it? Is he?
She's just not interested. She's just sitting there looking as if to say, well, whatever.
I'll be hearing my voice. She'll be hearing my voice, you know. Anyway, so yeah, so it's a strange one, isn't it? Really, if you think about it.
I think people are going to look at this sort of situation in different ways, because it's hard to describe. If you've got some sort of spiritual knowledge, some sort of understanding of how the universe works, you'll get this. But in terms, we all work on different frequencies, and I think those that we've got our low frequencies, our high frequencies, our medium frequencies, and especially those that are on the lower frequency, they wouldn't really quite understand because they've not been awoken, if that makes sense. Like they're not what's the word that I'm looking for? They've got their blinkers on. They only seem to focus straight ahead. And you know yourself, like when you say you're a psychic medium, they're like, oh yeah, whatever. That's normally the people that are on the low frequency. She's bat shit. You know what I mean? That is sorry.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and they'll probably say it about me too, and that's absolutely fine. That's their opinion. People are allowed their opinions,
yes,
if you know what I mean.
We've all got free choices. We've all got a free choice.
Yeah, they'll just probably see it as just a virus. Fear comes in, low frequency comes in, attraction comes in. This is all different things that we could talk about later on in videos that could help everybody out there understand where it is that we're coming from when we mention these things. So guys, if there's anything that you would like question wise that we've just mentioned just now that you're a bit unsure of what we've kind of discussed, we've not really fully got into there's a whole other subject in terms of frequencies, vibrations, how the universe works, the visual field, the universe. All that in itself is just one big whole subject. And then you've got spirituality, and then you've got the body, the mind, body and soul. All of these are different subjects that me and Gladys can sit and talk about in the weeks to come. And this is what we're trying to get. We're trying to spread a little bit more awareness to help you guys out there at the moment, because in terms of this coronavirus, it's quite a scary time for everybody. It really is. And some people will take it in their stride,
Mhm.
Some people will like, oh, well, it's happened, we'll get on with it. And some people will be absolutely terrified. And it's how we manage that fear, and it's how we overcome that fear.
And the thing is, if you can turn the fear into positivity, that's a big thing. And not everybody can do that. So I suppose, yeah, I'm not going to say I wasn't feared when this happened. I wasn't scared. It stops you in your tracks, but that's what it was meant to do. You have to think about it. Because the way I see it, we've all been to stop in our tracks. We've all had to stay inside and walk down and all the rest of it. But it's giving you that time to think about you.
Exactly. And you've got two options here in terms of lockdown, in my opinion. You can either stay the way you are and see no progress, i.e., you're going to stay stagnant, things will always be the same, or you take this opportunity, you develop yourself, and you grow further, you adjust, you excel from this experience.
That's right. And if you go back to World War II, obviously, long time before us,
is it?
That was the last.
Are you sure? I'm joking.
But if you think about it,
mm-hmm.
that was the last time the whole world was affected.
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, there's been things that have kind of...
but it's only maybe one country or one place. It's not included the whole world. This has included the whole world.
Yeah.
So, and that's the difference. And that's why people our age, me, okay, I'm a lot older than you, but our ages aren't coping. And if you think about the older people, were wonderful OAPs. They went through all that. They went through all the crap of the world. Some of them went through 2 world wars. Okay, there's not many of them left. But they know what it's like to be in a situation like this.
Yeah.
Or very similar to this. So in a way, they're taking it on their strides. Okay, we've lost a lot of them. And that's one of the sadness about this. We're losing the loved ones. You know? And the angels at this moment in time, are they busy? They're always busy. But they've hit it up to it a lot. You know? Now, Kerry, you know I do my healing book. Now, here's this into this is the 1st of May. You know? And open my book today, put the month in. And at the bottom, in the last few months, I have been putting in for those connected to the coronavirus. Ken thoughts are with them, love and light and all the rest of it. That's at the bottom, you know? And it's the names above that I'm working on at the moment. And every day you feel the sadness and you feel the angels, they are working so hard. You know? Trying to take care and also helping those across that rainbow bridge. You know? It's a scary time. But we've all got to kind of do our own little bit. Because if everybody does a positive thing every day, positive brings light. Light brings love. And that's a healer.
Yeah. So what would you suggest then in positivity, the positive things that you do each day for your followers? What are you doing each day to bring positivity in your life that could maybe give them some ideas on how to do the same thing?
Okay, well, positive, I always, every morning, well, I'll give you an average day, which might be a better way of doing it, right? When decides it's time to get up, and she wakens me up, I need an alarm clock in this place. When we get up in the morning, I always deal with my dogs first. But before I even put my slippers on, I've already put love and light to the spirit. Because I don't know unless I've been waking up through the night, I just go with the flow. So the first thing I do when I go into my bubble, I also put love and light to the spirit. And that gives me an upliftment, right? So I'll go down and I'll see to the dogs and I'll have my breakfast. Now, after, usually with breakfast time, you see, Margaret Angel, one of my guides, will appear. But this time, I've got the TV on, so I'll have heard what's been happening in the world. When she arrives, I ken roughly where we are gone for the day, you know?
Okay.
And that is when I start my healing. Always first thing in the morning. But lately, because of what we've been doing, I've been putting in 3 times a day. Just like it's been once a day. But we started on twice, but now we do an afternoon one. So before even you came on to this the day, I was doing my healing book. You know? So that's been done twice. It'll get done again when before I go to my bed. That's positivity, right? But for myself personally, right, here we go. After breakfast, I've done my healing. I'm sorry, but it's I go out to the garden. I will go out to the garden and I go to my greenhouse. Open the greenhouse. Good morning to all my little plants. Because I love my greenhouse. And I've got all my seeds. And at this moment, I have transplanted over 700 plants.
That's crazy.
And
that's
all to do with positivity. And we dance and we stretch and we wiggle and we wiggle and we sing. You know? And I do all that. This last few weeks, especially with the lockdown, I've turned my garden, and as my always has been my piece of heaven on earth, right? But I've changed it. I've put love into it, more love than normal. I've put colour into it, which is badly needed. And I'm not just talking about the floors here. I'm talking about all the wood that there was. There's colour everywhere. And even at the front, I always say good morning to everybody if I see anybody on the road. Doesn't matter what time of the day. A smile, a good morning, a hello. That's positive. You know? And I'll talk to anybody anyway.
Yeah. Well, we know that. If anybody for nobody that doesn't know Gladys, it's just like one of our followers. She is one of the most brightest, bubbliest people you'll ever meet. She's got a heart of gold, a pure heart. And whenever you meet Gladys, you just immediately take to her warm persona. And in my opinion, it transfers through your videos, but to meet you in person is a complete whole different experience. What you see is what you get. No, you don't change for anybody, not one little bit. And nobody should ever have to change for anybody.
No, I don't believe that. So that's what I do for my positivity in a day. If I see anybody, and of course with the lockdown, we're not seeing as much people, right? So I suppose the dogs give me my positivity as well, you know? But if I'm good through the front gate and I see anybody, always good morning, hello, Ken. Yeah, keeping the distance. I've got a loud voice anyway, so nobody hears me anyway, so that's okay. So that's what I do. And even watching the telly, oh God, I've got tears. Even watching the TV and the news. Well, the news isn't very good, is it?
No, the news is. You've got to be careful with the news.
Oh, definitely.
You've got to be careful with the news. As well, and
I take the news with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's a bag of salt. But
okay.
Bag of salt. But I do listen, but as I'm listening to the news, because I want it, and I'm not going to mention different countries and all that, like, but you think, really? Okay, that's your opinion. But I didn't see it like that. So I send you love and like the telly all the time. Okay, positivity. And that's one thing in my prayers I always ask for love and light and for the rulers of our world, of the countries, to give them the positive to see where they're going. To give them the light, the positivity, to see where they are going. you know, because it's them that's meant to try and get us out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another subject.
Yes, that's another subject for another week. Probably be very much censored when we get to that subject.
You know, because everybody's got their opinion, and we're entitled to our opinion. But I never ever, there's one thing I'll never ever turn around, and even to my son Graham, and he's right into his aliens, so you can imagine what he's taking on this one. I just let him listen. I will never say to he's wrong, because he's entitled to his opinion.
Oh, aye, definitely.
I'll sit and I'll get, really? Where'd you get that from? Huh?
Yeah.
Or I'll get, okay, some of the stuff he comes out does make sense. Some of the stuff I'm thinking, okay, well, we'll just leave him. Because he sees things, he's seen this in a different way than I am. You know, but that's his opinion. And each and everybody in this world's got their own opinion.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got a huge opinion on this, but again, this isn't the platform to discuss about this. I mean, I could really talk the ears off of people with what I think that's going on. And how I'm getting through this sort of day is I've looked at ways on how to develop myself better as a person. I've been practicing on more of my spiritual techniques, and by spiritual, I'm not talking about like reading cards or anything. I'm talking within myself.
This is the time. This is the time, Kerry, to work on yourself.
Oh, I definitely, and it was a lot for me anyway. It was very much needed for a long, long time. But again, life got in the way. Things happened, and you just couldn't find that time to do it. So in my terms, in my saying, every lesson is a blessing, and that's what I've always said, every lesson. So we've learned
to learn, and if we didn't learn from what's happening with us just now, we can't turn this around.
No,
we've got to learn for this. Whatever it is, everybody's got lessons to learn. And this is one of the biggest ones. And to me, the lesson is being kind to each other.
Yeah, you've got to be kind to each other. Well,
that's one of the, and that's a very spiritual thing. You know, and you kind of know in the circle we kind of work out. We all like to give each other hugs, and I'm the biggest hugger gone. So that is one of the things that I can't. It's hurting me at the moment. That's part of being a healer as well.
Yeah.
You can. And that's one of the biggest things. You know, missing you and the girls, and giving hugs to my boys, and you know what I mean? Yes, technology's great, and I'll tell you now, if it wasn't for technology, where would we be? Oh,
I know. Like, could you imagine if this happened 30 years ago?
Then I think we would have more problems.
Yeah. But then if you think about it, how did they get through World War II? How did they get through
we go back to that. And think about it also, and back in and then we're getting instant news. We're literally getting it as it happens, right? Because of the internets and everything we've got now. Back in there, sometimes they didn't get the news till about a week later, depending where they were, or sometimes longer. So at least we're getting the instant news. So that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
Then we can help better. We can be instant help then, because we know where we're going instantly. So to me, all that's positive. But the way my day is, if I went into my garden, that's where I'm getting all my spirit. I'll sit on my bench in the garden, and I do a lot of healing in the garden. Okay, that's one of the places I'll do my healing. It doesn't always have to be in this room. You know, because I know what's in my book.
Okay.
So I don't have to have the book in front of me. As long as Margaret's there, we're all right.
Yeah.
As long as I'm getting a piece, we're all right. But I've seen me doing it in many different places. It's where the energy's right. I'll work on myself.
And for anybody that's out there that's watching this today, Gladys is talking about her guides now. She's got videos up there, so if you go through her videos, you'll see like all the subjects that she's discussed. So you'll find out about her healing. Our healing one came out today, actually, on YouTube. Well, Friday. When this gets aired, this will be Sunday. So happy Sunday, everybody! But Friday, so you'll be able to go back to that video and she'll be able to like go into the subject about healing. There's many other different videos that you can click on, watch, and it gives you a little bit of, not a full in depth of what she's talking about, but just gives you a little bit of a taster. Just a little bit of taste.
It's just a snippet.
And Gladys's thoughts on each subject as well. And what we're trying to do with this channel is we're just trying to spread a little bit of awareness and get Gladys out onto a platform to help you guys out there, because in my terms, Gladys has helped me a lot throughout my whole life. I met Gladys when I was a very young girl, very young, a lot younger than what I am now. And then I was curious about the spiritual world and how it all worked, and Gladys here took me under her wing after one reading. Is that right? One reading.
One reading. It was meant for an hour and you were here for 4 hours.
4 hours. And she still held on to me as yet. Yes. But from that, we done developing classes. She took on developing classes. And from there, I've grown spiritually as a person. And even more so now, as I'm older, I'm growing more spiritual. And it's Gladys that I have to thank for. And this is what we're trying to do, because Gladys can't reach everybody out there in the world at the moment. She would love to take you all under her wing and help you develop your spirituality, but she can't do that. So this is what we're trying to do with the YouTube channel, is trying to get Gladys out there, try to take you all under our wing. And if you're interested, you can learn a little bit through the videos. And then eventually within time, we can maybe have a few other platforms that could help you connect with Gladys. But until then, until we get our subscribers up and our watch time up and start monetizing the channel to help develop the Doric Cellar of Light, we're limited as to what we can do. So, yeah, we're just trying to help the brightest star in the world.
Oh, thank you.
It's true. You are a bright star. And it's a very much needed bright star in this world at the moment. And for weeks, like yourself, you've had stuff on. Myself, I've had a lot of stuff on this past few weeks, and we've not been able to get videos up as much and that. But now's the time that, like, myself and Gladys both agreed that now's the time that we really have to start getting out there and start.
It's a new month, so it's a good time to start.
Yeah, it's a good time to start to help everybody. And we just hope that we give some sort of comfort. Like, everybody has a message. Everyone has a message. You might be sitting there going, I don't have a message. What the heck are you talking about? Well, I can tell you, you certainly do have a message. There's things that you've gone through in your life, which is leading me up to the next question for Gladys. There's things that you've gone through in your life that has led you to a point where you can use those experiences to help someone else. Now, you might not see it now, but I'm telling you, in a few years, maybe years and years down the line, a light bulb will click and you'll be like, I need to get my message out there. I have to get my message out there. So Gladys, on that subject, how did you get onto your spirituality? You said in one of your videos that you felt like you were missing something throughout your life.
Well, how it started with me, and this is in my introduction video, but it's house. This is the key. Now, normally we would be saying, oh, material things, you didn't need material. And it is true, you know? But I had to go on a wee journey. I suppose if I start thinking about it, I'll give a rough idea for people that's maybe just tuning in for the first time and no seen my introduction. I was born here in this village of Blackburn in Aberdeenshire. but further up the road from this house. But we moved in here in 1965 when I was 4, in the June of 1965. And it was when we walked in this room, and my family would have told you into this house, that's when I started speaking to myself. Oh, there was lots of people in this house. I was out chatting to somebody, which I still do. So that's changed there. But my mum realised, as I was growing a wee bit older, what was going on. And she realised I had the gift. And I wasn't talking to myself as such. Because the things that I was coming out with, she realised I was speaking to spirit, but couldn't tell me. Because at the age of 38, and I was 14, my mum passed away. We had disease. And she never had time to actually sit down and tell me why I was different. Growing up in a village, it's not a wee village now, like, but when this village was its original village, I used to say, oh, here she comes. What's she going to say today? Or it would be, how did she get this? Who's she talking to? I thought like that all through my life. And I couldn't understand why people couldn't see what I was seeing. Oh, well, just left it. So at the age of 17, I decided to go on a wee journey. And I landed staying in Edinburgh for a few years. And that's where I met my first husband, had my boys and everything. And that's where I always had a connection with Edinburgh. I always wanted to go to Edinburgh when I was younger. And that was where I found out what I could do. I had to come out of this house, move all the way down to Edinburgh to find who I was. But I was never happy. There was always something inside of me and I couldn't figure it out. So for 25 years, I went on a little journey. But every 4 to 6 weeks in that 25 years, I would always be back here. And it was when I come back here that I was at my happiest, but I never saw it. I can't when I went away, and my sons would tell you, oh my God, I had the worst I had the worst feelings ever leaving here. It was horrible. I just never wanted to leave here, you know? And everybody said I had the worst home sickness ever going. And it lasted all these years. It never got any better. And every time I said I was going home, always meant here. If I was going anywhere else, I was going back to Edinburgh, I was going back to Lumbride, I was going back to New Deer. I'm going to walk back home. I would be coming here. And I never clicked. Until I was speaking to my best friend one day, I was staying in New Deer, and she says to me, Gladys, at night time you came home. And that was it. I phoned my father and I said to my dad, he says, what's wrong with you? And I says, I want to come home. He says, well, it's took you long enough. And I come home. And the minute I walked in this door, I found my happiness. I'm going to start crying. Sorry.
Right, no, that's good.
I found my happiness that day. And I just thought it was being back at Dad, and it took it was a week after that I met a person called Joanne Pudsley at the school next door. And I always talked, one of my aunties in spirit, who is my mum's oldest sister, Margaret, another Margaret, Margaret Jean. We never met because she passed away when she was only months old. But I was very, very in tune with her. And this day, a week after I moved back in here, she was literally pushing me through a window to go to school because there was a fair on. And I couldn't understand what the hell she was getting at. I was so annoyed with her. So off I went to the school. And that was where, and when I went in, there was this door and it said, psychic readings. And I said, oh, here we go. Okay, put my name down. I went in, I met Joanne Pudsley. And she says to me, before I walked in, she says, your name Gladys? And I thought, how the heck she getting that? And I goes, aye. A Welsh lady. She just stayed out of the village, which I didn't ken her. And she turned around and she says, we could change seats. And I didn't understand what she meant. I had been told this doing in Edinburgh when I did spiritual churches that one day I'd be doing all this work I'm doing now. But I just thought it was a laugh. And I just thought, I've not got a gift. I'm not special. And I kept telling everybody that. And then Joanne took me under her wing and showed me what I could do. And was I astounded. And then a year after that, Dad passed. And that was the hardest thing, letting him go.
Yeah.
But he went. For somebody who's a non-believer, he's my biggest fan in spirit. Zach's got a thumbs up from it. But I knew that this room I'm in, which was my brother's bedroom, I always loved this room. Always. And I always knew, and I said to my mum before she passed away in 1975, that I will work from home. Didn't give a hell I was going to do it. But I've done it. I work for him.
You do.
And this is where I said at the beginning of this, material things. This house is where my roots is. You know? And that's why I call this my piece of heaven on earth. And this is why, well, come on, Kerry. What's my parties like when I have a party?
Oh my God.
Garden.
They're one of the best parties you'll ever attend.
You know? And that's because of the energy. It's all to do with the energy. Anyway, so this is where I'm the happiest. And nobody will take this away from me. Because you see, I had to go all them years after to Edinburgh to come right back up, to come back home here to find my true self.
Yeah.
We've all to do a journey to find ourselves. You know? But there is everything balances itself out, and I suppose I'm the happiest, but the saddest of this is I had to leave my boys in Edinburgh. So I didn't see my grandsons. Like, there we go, I see my granddaughters there. They popped in, which was good. My adopted granddaughters. But I didn't see my 3 boys. Yeah, I've got a son that lives with me now. But I don't see my eldest son as much as I want to. So, and often, one of my grandsons once said to me, will you ever come back to Edinburgh? And I was so quick to say to him, no, I've done that one, honey. This place is no for me. And you get something, it was the hardest thing I had to say to my young grandson. Oh, they could move up here. Oh, I would have a whale here time. But that's not going to happen. And I know that. You know? So I had to, in a way, I suppose it was like the universe making me choose.
Okay.
My work or my kids. I know. And if I look at it like that, am I selfish? But then I'm doing a thing that I couldn't do doing in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
I'm doing something that I needed to do this. I need to do this. This is my life. This is my path. You know? So when I go to Edinburgh, it's like, it's not going home. It will never be that sensation of going home. But it's always got a special spark in me because that is where I found myself.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? I hope you do, because it's hard to explain.
No, I get it to an extent, because I think, especially with somebody of my age, you're always looking deep within yourself to find out what your purpose is. And even now, I'm still searching. I'm still looking deep within myself. And one day I think, yep, that's that's my purpose. And then the next day I'm going, nah, I don't think that's it. You know what I mean? Until you actually find that and something that really ignites that from in the pits of your soul, that's definitely what you're meant to do, then that's your purpose. And I get it. I do get it. Even though I've not experienced that as yet, I get what you're saying purpose-wise.
Coming up, 5 years ago, in 2015, when Joanne is now, that was Joanne Pudsley, put me on my path. She's now Joanne Baracus. Now, she's in America now. Now, coming up 5 years ago, it was May, so we're 5 years ago. And things were very quiet. My guides weren't speaking to me. Spirit wasn't coming through. My diary was empty, and I'm going, holy manoli, what have I done? What is going on? Why is this happening to me? Yes, I've always had 2 jobs. And at that time, I was a baker in Asda's and Dice. And so, but I just wasn't myself. So, in my mind, I kept getting Joanne's name popping in. So I decided, right, I better contact her. So, wrote a bit to her and sent it, emailed to her, and of course there was the hours difference, you can't time difference, so I had to wait. And when it came back, she just said, you should know better. And I read that, I'm going, oh, good grief. Here we go, I'm getting around. You should know better. If everything's went quiet on the spiritual side, something big's away to happen. Give me a minty to Ken. Give me a couple of days or so to look into this, see where I can pick up. Am I fine? I felt awful. Oh me, I should have killed that. So that's all right. Especially Wes no talking to me. That was the one that was getting to me. Because he touches to me every day. And I'm thinking, oh, good grief. So next thing, wasn't even a day, another message for her. And she says to me, if you ever fancy doing either spiritual church or a spiritual centre, that kind of thing. And I put back and said, well, you kind of church is it? Because I've got more views on churches, and that's mine. And I didn't preach in it, okay? All right, so believe it. But a centre's a totally different thing. I said, oh no, the centre would be fine. Because when I did my first platform work, it was for the Centre of Spiritual Light. And it was Joanne's baby. And she says to me this day, she says, I want to give to you the Centre of Spiritual Light. I read it 3 times, then burst out green. As abdicans, the biggest softest lump gone, and I'll create it and brought my heart. I was so taken aback. And I thought, oh my God, she's giving me her baby. What's she doing this? So I said to her, why you give me your baby? She says, I've been waiting for this day. She says, you're the only one I can trust with her. Again, greeting again. That was the May. So on the 27th of August, 2015 was the first time we did the Centre of Spiritual Light. Do you remember that night?
Yes, I remember that night. Very much so.
There was what? Well, we're lucky if there was 20 folk there. I think it was about...
Yeah, I think there was less than that. I think there was...
Anyway, 5 years on. Okay, we've not done much this year because of the lockdown. That has become a big part of my life. I didn't think it would. But to stand and watch my fledglings, which is the ones that have been developed through my development class, stand up and prove that there's life after death. Oh my God. It's the most wonderful, but it's the most wonderful thing to see and to feel. So I know my purpose in life is to pass on this. My time in Edinburgh, for the 14 years I was in Edinburgh, showed it to me. I just needed to do a few more years' work on myself to get where I am now. Now, I hope that makes sense. To tell you something, it's not an instant thing. It's not an instant thing. You have to go through many paths to get to what your heart and where you feel is you're meant to be. You know, and I think I did a full circle. My cousin Maureen, she worked it out. For the day I left here to go to Edinburgh to the day I came back was literally 25 years to the day. And I did my circle. And I met lots and lots of people. Really lots and lots of people. And my healing got stuck in, and the things, the laughter we had was unbelievable. Until I realised, Kim, I can't keep using this as my party gift, you know, my party piece or whatever you want to call it. I had to do something. And Joanne came into my life. And to this day, Joanne is still in my life. And I still have words with her. Now and again. I didn't get somebody telling off now, so I get them feelings instead.
Well, yeah. She does need a little bit in toe now and then, does Ma?
But at the end of the day, this has got to me where I want to be. You know, my eldest son said to me once that when he realised, I broke up the family, I left the family, the marriage and all the rest of it. But he says he wouldn't have changed me. He's never seen me so happy.
Why?
And if that's coming for the child that you had to leave behind, I must be doing something right.
Definitely. And I know as a mum myself that would take some sort of strength to be able to do that. If you know what I mean, that's a huge strength. Huge.
It does. I had to follow. I wanted my boys with me. Yeah, and then Graham did come with me. Then he went back to Edinburgh, and then he's back again. He's like a yo-yo. Don't.
Some people are yo-yos. I would say I'm a yo-yo.
But at the end of the day, and I think and I've always told everybody, that's one of the things I used to tell my sons when they were growing up. And I think I maybe said this to you as well all them years ago. But when you find happiness, you've got to run with it. Because you reckon how long it's going to last.
No.
Just walk around on that one. And believe me, I went through that, you know. So, we've all got our memories. And we've all got our...
different walks of life.
Yes, we've all got our different walks of life. But the people that are meant to be with you
are the people that will always stick with you.
Exactly.
And stick by you.
Yeah.
Through thick or thin.
You know, I'm not going to say much, but if the universe has got to be good to me, I will be celebrating a big event later on this year. And if it's not, it'll be in the beginning of next year. But the reason why I want to have this a big event is to thank, because I'm going to have people, it's going to be there. They're part of my life before I was even born. So they're there for day one. And all through the years, I've got people coming into my life. All different stages of my life, but they mean everything to me. So it's my thank you.
Aww. And be sure you'll see lots of videos and clips of this celebration sometime. Definitely. You'll see Party Ma. Party Gladys. Party Gladys will be out to play. That's a different ball game. A much fun ball game. You're right.
I'm sorry about the tears, folk, but that's me.
No.
I'm the biggest, softest lump gone. You know?
It just shows emotional intelligence.
Eh?
It shows emotional intelligence.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I'm intelligent or something.
Shit. Terrible. One rule is never put yourself down. And I'm going to Gladys, do not be putting yourself down because I'm sure
that's why I laugh
to agree.
I'm me. And the way I see it, if you cannot accept me for who I am and what I am, you're not going to be part of my life.
No.
Because I don't, as I said earlier, I don't change for no one.
No.
So you have to accept me as the way I am, all the tears, all the laughter, all the... the mad things that I get up to, if you can accept all that, you've definitely got to be in my friend list or my family, whatever way it's going to be, you know. Yeah. But I've always been like that. Yeah. Because why should, like, again, we can take it back to this lockdown. I bet a lot of people that are not true to themselves. And that is what I am. All this tears, that's true to me. Because, and you know me, Kerry, I'll greet the drop of your hat, literally, because I'm an emotional person. But a lot of people will not be true to themselves. And this is a good time to look at yourself and really be true to yourself, no matter what it is. Because if the people is meant to be in your life, they'll be there.
I agree with you there.
You know? I'm not seeing this lockdown as a bad thing.
No, I mean, I don't see it as a bad thing either. I think it's quite a good thing. It's heartbreaking that there's a lot.
That's it. But as I said, the universe makes us balance everything.
Yeah. Well, my saying is, through the darkest of storms, there always comes the brightest of rainbows.
Exactly. That is right. And we're in the storm just now.
Yeah.
This is the storm. It's like the rough seas. As I was talking about, Ken, we're all just Ken, and we're true. We're all kind of in the same boat, but we're not. We've all got our own little boats because we've all dealing with our own little things. But the end of the way we're going to get out of this, it's literally, as I say to everybody, with a big smile on your face and love in your heart for everybody around you. That's why we're going to get out of this. You know? And yes, there's got to be a lot of sadness in everybody's hearts because we've lost somebody. You know, I've lost 2 people very dear to me because of the coronavirus. And will there be more? I don't know. Wes, when I tell me, I did ask him, how many are we going to lose, you know? But he can't tell me things like that because they're not allowed to tell us everything. You know?
The things.
And that's the balance, you see. That's the universe balancing things out. But it's how you use the balance. Do you stay in that black hole of pity? Or do you climb out of that hole and think, to hell with this?
Yeah.
You know, you've got the choice. But being true to yourself is the big thing. And that's something that I always try every day, to be true to myself.
Oh yeah, you've got to be true to yourself. That's really important. You've got to be true. You've got to, whenever you go out there, if you're putting on a face or if you're too scared to show people who you really are, you're holding yourself back.
Exactly. And I think in the early years of my life, like after my mum passed away, that's probably what I was doing. Because at the age of 14, being left with this house, a father and a brother, because I'm the youngest, to look after. You didn't care how to cook. You're learning from scratch. And I grew up very quickly. And I missed a part of my life that I think I'm trying to, not get back, but I'm reliving. And that's why I love my parties and my disc kids, because I never went to discos in the 70s. I never did anything like that. But by God, do I mark up for it now?
Why you do? I do. My good.
No,
stories.
And there's one thing I do not regret, and that's no going out with my chums in the 70s. I don't regret any of that. Why? Because when my mum was really ill and I was her carer, and in the 70s, that wasn't a very thing to do, but I only was entitled to go to school once a week. Got a special thing because I had to look after my mum. And I didn't ever regret that because I had my special time with a special person in my life. So I have no regrets. I'm just living it up now. 40 odd years later, I'm living it up now.
See, the thing is, it doesn't matter when you do it. It's as long as you do it.
Exactly. Exactly. So Life's a strange one.
It is a strange one, but it's a beautiful experience. It's an experience to learn and grow. It's an experience that you get to feel love. You should be thankful. Well, not everybody should be, but I am certainly thankful that as soon as I wake up in the morning, there's breath in my lungs. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful I've got a warm bed. I'm thankful I've got a roof over my head, food in my stomach, because that's a blessing. If you've got those things, you are blessed.
Exactly, and I agree with you there. Yes,
your back,
and I feel the same way.
It really doesn't. And you know, all these people, like the girls, they sit and watch all these YouTube influencers, and it's not that I'm dissing them or anything, but they're always flashing their big fancy homes or what they've bought, like big fancy cars and everything. That's not what life is about.
That's material.
It really isn't. That's not what life is about. Life is about is connection with each other, helping each other, loving each other, growing as one unity. The whole world, in my opinion, is so divided right now, well and truly divided. We're all singing from different hymn pages, where we should all be singing from one hymn page. Definitely, well and truly.
But then this coronavirus is going to sort that out.
Yeah, and there's so much conspiracy theories out there, and I've been watching a lot in terms of these conspiracy theories, and that, again, another subject. And people have got divided opinions and where this started from. Some say it's from a bat, some say it's from a lab, and you know, Mr. Trump apparently has seen evidence it's from a Wuhan lab. It's like, right, okay, fair enough. If you know what I mean, if that's what you believe, and everybody's entitled to believe what they want to believe.
But we're entitled to our opinions.
But at the end of the day, it's something that was needed for humanity, and that's going to be hard for some people to hear and understand, especially people that aren't really going to get what I'm saying at the moment. But in terms of humanity, in my opinion, it has lost its way. Humanity,
I agree with you.
So much poverty, there's so much starvation, there's so much people sitting in their big house with their big bank accounts, and there's people walking past them that can't even pay for gas and electric or food. You know what I mean? There's so much poverty going around, and people are always fighting to strive better than the other person. That, in my opinion, is not life. That's not how people should be. People should be helping each other. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, I agree. They should be helping each other.
We should all, in some terms, be equal. And that's what I'm saying. We should all be equal. Some people are better at things than others, and yeah, you're like nice things in life. Of course you are. But you shouldn't forget about those around you, especially those that you want, those that you love true and dear.
Well, this is it, and this is what's going to show up at the end of this. Because look at all the people that was homeless in Aberdeen. Can they've all been given? They're in rooms and hotels that are not open. But where have they gone after this is finished?
I know, and that's to me, that's heartbreaking in itself. Everybody in this day and age, everyone should have a roof over their head.
I know, and I agree with you. And Aberdeen's got that many blooming hotels, and we didn't need. They could just give them a room each. Get back at a home, like, you know. That's getting into political.
Okay, let's not get in the political side of things. And if people are watching this that don't really quite agree with what I'm saying, that's absolutely fine.
Yes, because
not everybody's going to agree, and that's absolutely fine. And you know, we've all got our own different opinions, but yet we've all got freedom of speech. So far, so good.
Yes,
we've all got freedom of speech.
And that's the thing. It's the having this free speech. We've got free choice. We've got choose how we live our life. You know.
It's a law.
That's right. So it's just one of them things, isn't it? It's how each and everybody. But this is a stopper. This virus has stopped us on our tracks, and that's what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of unhappy families. There's going to be
heartbroken families.
yes, heartbroken, they've lost people, we understand all that. But in the next few years, when we come out of this, we're going to have to. But again, I suppose that's all those at the top of the chain. If you want to say, it's them. It's got to say, right, this is what's happened. We can't go backwards. We've got to keep it the way it is, and do the things. Okay, we can't go back to throwing folk out in the street again.
Oh no! They can't. That would break my heart. Like
it would be so
big part of my mind.
I think the lucky thing for us here in Britain, if there is a positive thing, this isn't happened in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
That to me is a positive thing. Because I reckon if this had happened in our winter time, it'd be 10 times worse. That's the way I see it,
Yeah.
Because at least people can get out for a wee walk.
Yeah, well, just now, yeah.
But, again, I do feel that people are got to be more careful. Yeah, we've still got to be careful in what we do. I hope everybody is watching this is enjoying this, because I think this has been a hoot.
It's been a hoot, and I think what we'll do, and hopefully the followers agree, is we'll pick a subject each week and we'll talk about one subject each week.
Yeah, okay,
so
subject, and
yeah, we are. But I think this is just a wee introductory, give everybody a feel of what this is going to be about. It'll get better within time. This is only baby steps, guys. We're not professionals.
Especially with me with technology, it's they're the best.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a high-flying tech person either.
Better than me.
Eventually. But sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Like, guys, we had a wee bit of a drama this morning in terms of figuring out how to do this, like, split screen. And I thought I had to be on this platform, was ready to give it a go, and then I thought, oh my God, they're about to charge me an arm and a leg. And then found another platform, and I should have been more prepared. But hey, it was meant to happen for a reason. Like, everything happens for a reason. And we found this amazing platform. It's great, and I love it, and I can't wait to get this edited and up and, put funny faces on us. But no, it'll be good fun. It'll be good fun. And it's not just me that's going to be doing this every week. Like, within time, it would be nice to get someone else to come on and ask Gladys questions, or, you know what I mean? That sort of idea. This is... Fortunately, you get to meet my face. It is unfortunately, but I'll be doing my own YouTube within time. Within time. Soon, I think.
Of course you will. Of course you will.
Because I see spirituality. I do the same things as Ma to an extent, but I do other things as well, which I would like to touch subject on. And it's been in me to talk about for a long, long time, but I've not done it yet.
But time is coming.
Oh, the time is now. Not on your YouTube. That's a different time. No, this is your YouTube.
Whatever.
Whatever. This is what she does to me, guys. When I sit and tell, whatever. I was like, right, really, whatever, right. But this is what we're like. We get good banter with each other. I think on that note, I think we should maybe go and chill out for the evening. Yes, but it's been absolutely amazing getting a chance to interview you for the followers. It's been ace. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I've enjoyed it too, and it's been different because when I'm sitting here doing my recordings for YouTube, or when I do manage to do something. I'm thinking, what else can I say? It's in my head. I want to say so much, but having somebody asking questions and bantering about it has been a good idea. It's really been good fun.
It's been ace fun.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be sitting down answering. We could be getting up, jiving, doing our little rituals,
Yeah, we could be out in my garden.
Yeah, exactly. It could be in my garden. We could be doing stuff. So yeah, it's good. It's good. I like this platform, and I know other people do it as well. And people are like, this is meant to be a professional YouTube. Why are they sitting talking? No, we're real people. We're real people, and we're going to be real with you guys. Like, we have banter like this all the time, don't we?
Oh, aye.
Aye. Mm-hmm.
Dogs barking, kids shouting at us, and we still carry on just the same.
Just the same. That will never, never, never change. Never change. No. We're quite both bubbly people.
Yes.
Gladys Muscle.
Well, listen, I think we should say goodbye to everybody.
Yes, I think on that note.
Yes. Love and light, everybody. Keep smiling. Keep safe. And Kerry and I will be back with you very soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe. Stay at home.